YouTube, what's going on? Carlos Melendez here, your favorite South Florida Realtor. So today we're going to go ahead and take a step outside of technology and take a step into fashion. Why, you ask? Well, every time I'm out at board of directors meetings or just doing my day-to-day realtor activities, I always seem to have somebody stop me and, question me about my tie knot. As most of you may know, I don't really traditionally wear a normal tie knot, a Windsor, what most people are normally used to seeing. I like to sport exotic knots, like a Trinity knot or an Eldritch knot. Mainly I use the Trinity knot because it's simple, very easy to do, and it grabs a lot of attention. So with that being said, today I'm going to share with you how to tie a Trinity knot. It's quite simple, even though it looks quite elaborate, and it's something very simple to do that kind of will set you apart from everyone else. So let's get right on into it, okay? First things first, you want to make sure your top button is tied, and you want to select a tie that's somewhat thin. I personally like using thinner ties just because they're easier to do exotic knots with, but it's up to you. Whatever tie you prefer to wear is fine. They will work with any tie. Now, the misconception that a lot of people have is that they assume right away that we're going to be tying with the thick end of the tie, and that is actually not true. To do this particular exotic knot, you actually have to do majority of your movements with the thin side of the tie, which normally would be on the back of the tie, but we're going to show you where that goes afterwards. So, step number one is make sure to go ahead and adjust the tie where you want it to sit. So, grab the thick end of the tie and make sure to pull and adjust so that your tie, the thick end, or the one that's going to be at the front, is going to be just about an inch above your belt buckle. This way, when we adjust later on, it'll fall directly on top of your buckle and sit perfectly where it needs to sit. So, step number one, once you've adjusted your tie where it needs to sit, about an inch above your belt buckle, go ahead and grab the thick end of the tie and create a dimple on the thick end of the tie. As so, and make sure that you have it right here. Now, step number two, you're going to go ahead and take the thin end and bring it over that particular dimple that you created. And then once you do that, you're going to bring it around the back, as so, and over the top, just like that, and it'll leave you with something that looks just like this. Now, step three, once you have the thin end in your hand here, cross that right over the top, just like that, and you're going to bring it from behind and over. Now, the reason you can see that I have two fingers right here is because when I bring this thin part over, I'm actually going to tuck that right to where my fingers are, and I'm going to pull it out, just like that. Now, you should notice that the thin is sitting on top of the thick. You should still have what I just pulled in. As you can see, as I'm pulling up, this is what I pulled through. See? So I like to leave it a little bit with gap, because now what's going to happen is you're going to bring the thin part across the back, and you're going to bring it through as so. Now, once you have that, you've created your Trinity knot. Now it's just a matter of adjusting and making sure that it looks good. Once you have your Trinity knot done, you simply take the thin end and you're going to tuck it around the collar behind the rest of the tie. Once you've completed that, adjust your tie properly to where it needs to be in the middle, and it should look something like this. Now, as you can see, my tie is still above my belt buckle, and the reason for that is because now I will hold the knot, and I will just gently adjust and pull down to where I want it to be. And as you can see, now my tie is directly above my belt buckle, and I can continue to adjust as I need to make sure that my knot is perfect, however I want it. Once that's done and everything is good, and you're where you need to be, the tie is sitting where you want it to sit and everything is good, simply just bring down your collar, readjust a little bit, pull a little bit more if you need to, and there you have it, folks. That is your Trinity knot. Now just grab your jacket, throw on a pocket square to match, and you're good to go. So there you have it, folks. That is the Trinity knot. It's a very, very simple knot to tie. I hope that many of you are going to be sporting the knot when I see you out and about. And if you like this video, make sure that you go ahead and leave a like. If you loved what's coming on this channel, make sure to subscribe so that you're aware of all new videos posting up. And go ahead and hit that bell button so that you're notified once my newest video gets uploaded to YouTube. As always, folks, thank you for spending your time learning here on my channel, and keep it techie. Till next time.